State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Using his legs, it's Sapp. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't...
As a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field in the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Merritt. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Makes the grab. It's Clinton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get the rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's in open space downfield. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Dropping back, it's Algier. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
When you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point is good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Merritt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Going with the counter play here.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Algier. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Sapp. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try it over the left side. Picks up the first down. There he goes. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sapp. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Oh, makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sideline. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
To the air, it's Algier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Unloads quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown tie! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on
it out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Washington State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Kick is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Algier. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Might be looking to run. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Off play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Surges across the 30, out through the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense. A good job by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Running back searching for a hole. Creates a little room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and Penn State has had so many great backs. This guy fits right in.
Fits right in. Just big, physical guys that give him the ball. You know exactly what you're going to get. They can make some plays, and they build their team around the running backs.
And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move, and still couldn't get loose.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a man. It's Algier. Fakes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Behind the chains now on second and long. And some room to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's set. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's set. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Algier. Quick strike complete. Bounced off his feet.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover, best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter, time to go win.
We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the...
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Scanning the field, it's Algier. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the 1st down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over. Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as a 2-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He wants a big play here late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking the deep shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Pressure coming. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Looking for room. It's set. And they get him on the